You saw the unboxing. Let's now set up the Godox X3 transmitter. Hello there, my name is Alex Silva and my mission is to help you create great images on purpose. One of the main tools that I recommend to create great images on purpose is off-camera flash, and I have made a few videos about it. The main brand that I use for off-camera flash is Godox, and the X3 is the latest addition to Godox series of transmitters. In this video, I will cover the most common functions that you will need in order to use this transmitter as off-camera flash, but I will not cover every single feature of this flash. Let's set up the Godox X3. Let's start with a physical inspection. The main feature or characteristic of the Godox X3 is its size. Let's compare it to the Godox X Pro, and you can see how the full Godox X3 is more or less the same size as the X Pro screen, so it's pretty small. Another major characteristic of this flash is its lack of buttons. It only has 3 buttons: a tester, a power button, which also works as the menu button, and a, let's see if I can, and a push button that you can also rotate. It will help you select some options on the screen, but the main feature of this transmitter is its touch screen. Of course, there are some other things about the physical inspection. You will find on the rear portion of the unit, you will find a USB-C port, which is used for 2 things. You're going to use it to charge the internal battery, but also if you need to do some firmware updates, you will do it using this USB port. Another function or characteristic that I found different compared to other units is the locking mechanism, the mechanism that is used to lock the transmitter in a hot shoe. You're going to press this button and then slide it on a camera hot shoe. Then you release it and it's firmly in place. In order to get it out, well, of course, you press the button again and it's out. Enough about physical inspection, let's talk about power. As I mentioned before, this transmitter has an integrated rechargeable battery. It's a lithium battery, yes, lithium battery, rated at, let's see if we can show it in the camera. Yes, it's rated at 850 milliampere hours. The one thing that I found in the menu not exactly in the menu, but more in the actual specs, it's that the input expected is 5 volts and 2 amperes. This means that you need a 10-watt charger in order to charge effectively charge this transmitter. Talking about power, well, let's turn it on. In order to turn it on or off, it's pretty simple. You just press and hold the power button, and it's on. The first step to configure an off-camera flash setup is to select a channel and probably an ID. How do you do this in the X3? It's fairly simple. You only need to swipe down on the screen. Then we're going to tap on the setting button. And we are in the custom functions screen. Then we tap on wireless. And now we can choose a channel and ID, or we can set the ID function to off. If you know me, you know that I like using channel 9. No particular reason for it, it is just my lucky number. What I do recommend you to do is to choose a number that is not number 1. That's it. Choose any other channel that is not number 1. Channel 1 is the default one, and many people use it, so you risk running into some interference if you keep using channel 1. So I chose channel 9. If you want to choose the ID functions and your flashes that you want to control also have this function, well, you can also select it here, just sliding with your finger on the screen on the corresponding section. So you will select an ID number. Let's set it to number 18. In order for you to return to the original screen, you only need to swipe right twice. The next step when setting up an off-camera flash configuration is to work with groups. In the Godox X3, by default you have one group, which is group number, or group A, sorry. If you want to add or remove groups, we're going to press this button that has three lines and the plus minus symbol. And then we can say activate or deactivate many different groups. I'm going to leave only A and B. I usually work with A and B, sometimes C. We're going to return to the previous screen, sliding right, swiping right. We have chosen the groups that we're going to use in our setup. Now, with those groups, we can set the mode for each one. We only need to tap on the group and we see the details about it. We can press the central button that we see on the screen, and we toggle between TTL and manual mode. If a group is in manual mode, you can change its power settings just sliding your finger over the row of this group. You can change the power from full power, as it says here, the 1/1, or you can reduce the power up to or down to 1/256. This minimum power will depend on the actual flash you're controlling. If a group is set to TTL mode, you can adjust its flash exposure compensation, and you can do it the same way. You only need to slide your finger on its row, and you can change flash exposure compensation from -3 stops to +3 stops. One very easy way to identify if a group is in manual mode is that the flash power settings will be in white and expressed as a fraction. If the group is in TTL mode, the flash exposure compensation will be displayed within green numbers, and it will be a number between -3 and +3. Whenever you want to test your setup, well, you only need to press the tester button, the one marked with the Thunderbolt. This way your flashes will, of course, flash, and you will figure out that, or you will see that everything is responding to the orders of the transmitter. As you can see, setting up the Godox X3 transmitter is fairly simple if you already know about channels, IDs, groups, and the like. If not, you probably need a primer on off-camera flash and the Godox system in particular. Of course, the Godox X3 has many more features that we can explore, and of course it has strengths and weaknesses just like any other piece of gear, and I'll talk about some of those strengths and weaknesses in a future video. I really hope you found this video interesting, informative, but also entertaining. If that is the case, please press the like button, and of course, watch some of the recommended content. Of course, please remember to stay safe, keep learning, and keep creating. And I'll see you in the next video.